You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
They confuse us with so much lie. Not even thinking that we would realize
say you get up one morning, your elders have something. You don't know how they get it, but you want to use it. But if you ask them old people to get the things what they went through, ask them this any day, and your parents sure to say, black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind, brother, that you're able to get a pulley and jam with the devil. Why? Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind, brother, that you're ready to swim offshore and hold your boat steady. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. So when you hear you get a little something with that dragon eye, you keep watching, because I don't tell you already. Black man do get nothing easy. I say you get up one morning, and oil money running. How it come you don't know, so that it care how the thing go. But if they read about Uriah, they wanna find out the pressure. How we get so much old hell to get a penny from TLL. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to take up your own cash money, pay people for your own refinery. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind to be a magician, to make money out of scrap iron. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. So when you hear you get a little something with that eagle eye, you keep watching, because I don't tell you already. Black man don't get nothing easy. I say we get up one morning, independence happening. They think the thing come easy, now they're taking liberty. But if they know about petition, we have to send to England for some woman to tell we in this colony free. Black man have to keep on jabbing, for black man to get a little something. You got to go to conference in England to get independence in your own land. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. People hold you, humiliate you, turn on and sell you, and then they free you. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. So when you hear you get a little something with that dragon eye, you keep watching, because I don't tell you already. Black man don't get nothing easy. So when a black man gets something, he got to start thinking to get it there easy. He got to practice economy, from getting licks from the slave master to become the land owner. Brother, it's a terrible journey, packed with plenty brutality. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to rise up, you got to stand up, make up your mind, you will always stay on top. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to go to conference in England to get independence in your own land. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to take up your own cash money, pay people for your own refinery. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind to be a magician, to make money out of scrap iron. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to go to conference in England.
Keep me as the apple of thine eye. Hide me under the shadow of thy wing. O Lord, my Savior. It's so hard to deal with personal struggle. It's so sad when you feel alone in your trouble. It's real hard when you want to talk to a brother. It's so bad because of how some look at you after. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover my head. Satan want me dead. Cover my back from human attack. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. People see you smile, but don't know the hurt that you're feeling. Even as God's child, at times your heart does be bleeding. Where can you go when you're really looking for healing? Who know how to flow when your soul needs some restoring? So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover me home from evils unknown. Cover my feet so I'll never retreat. Oh Lord, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover my brother, cover my sister, them who under pressure. Cover the preacher, every church worker, the young believer. Cover the worship leader and intercessor, every gospel minister. Cover. Jesus alone is the one who has the real answer. The one on the throne is the true and loving Father. He will hold your hand and keep you from going under. He will make you stand and let you know he's a fixer. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover my mind. You know the struggle sometimes. Cover my mouth, that the wrong thing wouldn't come out. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover the Christian in the midst of aggression with the power of your right hand. Jesus, cover them helpless children. Jesus, defend them. Send help from heaven. Jesus, cover all them radio stations that blessing the nation. Grant divine protection. Jesus, cover me.
Truer words were never spoken. The less you associate with some people, the more your life will improve. Anytime you tolerate mediocrity in others, it increases your mediocrity. An important attribute in successful people is their impatience with negative thinking and negative acting people. As you grow, your associates will change. Some of your friends will not want you to go on. They will want you to stay where they are. Friends that don't help you climb will want you to crawl. Your friends will stretch your vision or choke your dream. Those that don't increase you will eventually decrease you. Consider this. Never receive counsel from unproductive people. Never discuss your problems with someone incapable of contributing to the solution, because those who never succeed themselves are always first to tell you how. Not everyone has a right to speak into your life. You are certain to get the worst of the bargain when you exchange ideas with the wrong person. Don't follow anyone who's not going anywhere. With some people you spend an evening. With others, you invest it. Be careful where you stop to inquire for directions along the road of life. Wise is the person who fortifies his life with the right friendships. If you run with wolves, you will learn how to howl. But if you associate with eagles, you will learn how to soar to great heights. A mirror reflects a man's face, but what he is really like is shown by the kind of friends he chooses. The simple but true fact of life is that you become like those with whom you closely associate, for the good and the bad. Note, be not mistaken. This is applicable to family as well as friends. Yes, do love, appreciate, and be thankful for your family, for they will always be your family, no matter what. Just know that they are human first, and though they are family to you, they may be a friend to someone else and will fit somewhere in the criteria above. In prosperity, our friends know us. In adversity, we know our friends. Never make someone a priority when you are only an option for them. If you are going to achieve excellence in big things, you develop the habit in little matters. Excellence is not an exception. It is a prevailing attitude.
Yes. Let me say a special hello to all the WZYE 95.9 FM listeners. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, it's the one and only in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walsheet, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we always say it doesn't matter what color t-shirt you have on. You have on a pink t-shirt, a burgundy t-shirt, a maroon t-shirt. Each and every one is welcome in the village on WZYE 95.9 FM. Doesn't matter what planet you're from. They're from Mazatanius, Xenoranius, Sonoranius. Each and every one is welcome in the village on WZYE 95.9 FM. And this is how we start the thing.
It have our place, WZYE, where they treat you like friends and family. So if you're looking for a place to belong, going WZYE, you could come along. If you have haste, though, come with me. We do have Dan on WZYE, Santa Meditate.
Yeah, that's how we start the thing. And that's the one, the love doctor, the resident love doctor himself. Man they call Rani Muhammad, boy. Yeah, he coined that for we, boy, way back when. But of course, the reason we say we originate, we don't imitate. We are the only program on radio, with a oath/pledge to you, the people, that will bring you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Take a listen.
Anselm LeBon and Marshall Nesbitt solemnly swear to conduct this radio program in a true, fair, and balanced manner, ensuring that all perspectives are given equal consideration and that the information presented is objective and unbiased. We pledge to provide a platform where diverse voices can be heard, fostering open and constructive dialogue that serves the best interests of our audience and community. Our commitment is to uphold the principles of journalistic integrity and ethical broadcasting throughout the duration of this program. Thank you.
Yeah, and there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The only program on the planet. Yes, planet. You know, some people might be up on Mars, but only program on the planet with an oath/pledge to you. Don't forget, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook and X. Subscribe. WZYE TV and YouTube. It's free. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444. And let me bring in my partner, the man himself, the one and only, the young man by the name of Marshall Nisbet, boy. Uncle Tommy.
Good evening, Uncle Wall Street.
How things?
How are you today, Professor?
Yeah, today's a great day, man. Yeah, today's a great day, Tommy. I can't complain at all. How about you?
Yes, I had a wonderful day too, I must say.
Yeah. I mean, Tommy, boy, you just have to cherish these days, man. That's all you can do.
Every single one.
Every single day, boy. You gotta cherish these days. Just cherish the days, boy, because yeah, because it's like, you know, you never know, boy. You never know. You
Especially
never
when
know.
you're over 50.
Correct is right, man. Correct is right. You know what I mean? You know, Tommy, when I first when I first started coaching at Seton Hall University,
Hmm.
I had to get up 6 o'clock, boy. I said, boy, I getting up real early, boy. Because practice starts at 7 a.m.
Hmm.
But I've gotten accustomed to it. And now, I mean, I look forward to getting up. And I look forward to the day when I don't have to get up.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, yes, yes.
It's like,
Cherish
yeah,
cherish both days when you have
correct
to.
is right. It make you cherish both days more now, right? You're looking to get up. And when you don't get up, you're happy you don't have to get up. You
Hmm.
see? So I mean, I really can't complain. I can't complain at all, at all, at all, at all, at all.
Don't complain, my friend. Don't
Yeah, I
complain.
won't complain. Of course, Hanif continues, Mr. Intellectual. That is what we call him. Good evening, gentlemen and all villagers. I hope you celebrated the best you can on Republic Day. You know, I want to ask the question to me. What,
Go ahead.
what exactly are we celebrating on Republic Day?
We celebrating becoming a republic.
What's the significance, though?
That is quite different. No, that question is very interesting.
Yeah, what's the significance?
That's a tough question.
All
For
right.
me to answer. Maybe someone in the chat, maybe someone in Trinidad would tell us what they
What?
saw
Oh,
as a significant difference.
yeah, you told me what is the significance of Republic Day? I mean, when you talk about Republic, um, anytime you talk about Republic, to me, it could be, next thing they go say is Republican. You
Yeah,
know what
well,
I'm
since we are a republic, everybody's a Republican.
saying? Yeah. you know, how are we celebrating Republic Day and we're not Republicans? I mean, I mean, I, I, I would like the people of Trinidad, those of you who live in Trinidad, to kind of give us a understanding of, are we celebrating that we no longer under the rule of the Queen and we now have a president? You know, we are now a republic
That's
because
true.
we have a president. You know, um, some people will say maybe we should have still been under the Queen because we might have been better off today. You know, but the question is, what exactly are we celebrating when we say Republic Day? Yeah.
Good question. Good question. Someone in the chat can tell us.
So, oh, maybe Mr. Intellectual answer the question, but you say Uncle T and Pro, have we gotten anywhere since we became a public? Haven't it given us the freedom republicanism represent? You know, I think we do have free. There is freedom in Trinidad and Tobago, but freedom in not a good way. Freedom in a way that messes up the country. For example, a man going and pee by a tree, a woman going and pee between two cars. You understand? There is certain things in
So
my
we gotta change that word from being dumb to being wise. So we gotta call it free wise.
Oh God, I like that one, Tommy. Instead of freedom is free wise.
That's why we have to make it because of obviously things that you think they're doing dumb things.
And Tommy, maybe if we didn't allow these things, maybe we would have been in a better place today. Maybe we could have been like Singapore and Dubai and all kind of things. I know what somebody that say, like how the DJ for the go along, get along, P&M gang. Hey, we know in Dubai or we know in Singapore, you can't drink a beer on the streets in them countries. Maybe that's why they are better off than us, Tommy. And some of them don't even have any natural resources. Maybe because there's discipline in the country.
Discipline, the benefits of discipline.
What was our watchwords again by
Discipline, tolerance, and production.
Right? They need to change them watchwords, eh? Yeah, they need to change them watchwords. Michael Lewis, welcome back.
Welcome back, Mike.
In a while.
Welcome back, Mike.
Yeah, Michael, where you joining us from? Let us know.
Maybe he moved.
Yeah, you remember Michael?
Remember the name?
You remember it?
You don't remember the name?
No, I remember the name. Where you was from?
Don't remember.
Okay. Oh, Tommy, look your partner.
Yeah.
He come in early today, boy. Like he get your phone early today, boy.
Nice, Mean Gene.
You know, every once in a while, he does make your wife listen to the show, you know.
Hey, he's a good guy.
You know that?
I know his son is a gem.
Yeah. Well, listen, boy, I ain't gonna lie. Let me say something, eh? I had a talk with his wife, and I congratulated his wife on the spectacular job she did, man. I ain't gonna lie.
So doesn't he get some praise too?
Eh?
I said, does he get some praise too?
Yeah, let me take this call, Tommy.
All right.
Miss Atlanta, welcome. Miss Atlanta, you call right in time. How are you?
Well, I'm okay. Good evening, Tommy and Wall Street and everybody.
Good evening, Mrs. Atlanta.
Your program to see if you would have had somebody on it to answer that same question you asked there. You know, what are we celebrating? And to me, it's nothing, but I wanted to hear. I tried calling on some show this morning. With
Miss Atlanta, I hear you, you know. I hear you. How would you on that show?
Yeah, with 4, but I don't find I got a good answer. And I wanted somebody with, well, more knowledge, because I am asking to what is the role of the president? If we have a prime minister, why can't they make the prime minister, if they want a president, the president? Call it president if you want. But I don't see the need for that lady. And I wish somebody could. I thought you were going to get somebody.
I go make a call. We go make a call.
Answer that question.
I go make a call right now.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, thanks. Let me make a call. I'm gonna call let me see if Shane go answer his phone. I'm gonna see if Dr. Mohammed go answer his phone. So maybe we could bother him and see if he can answer the question first. Dr. Shane. All right. I'm gonna see if he go answer the phone. People might be out celebrating or not. If he answer, I go call Dr. James.
The partying.
Yeah, boy. Celebrating, boy. I'm gonna call Dr. James and see. You're gonna try and get an answer because I don't understand what it is myself, eh? Dr. James. Dr. F-O-R-D. All right, let me try Dr. Winford James. Your phone ringing. Dr. James, a pleasant good afternoon to you. Don't say anything yet. You are live on WZYE 95.9 FM with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street, and we had a quick question for you.
Good evening, Doc.
Good evening, Doc.
Quick question you have to ask.
Yes, quick question. This is a quick question. Well,
What's the question?
well,
Yeah.
Dr. James, as you know, Tommy and I left Trinidad some years ago. What exactly do
Right.
we celebrate when we celebrate Republic Day?
That is the question people who are asking questions ask.
Yes.
But the answer is simple. It's Republic Day. You know, we became a republic on September 24th, 1976,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And we made that day into a holiday. So when September 24th, whatever year comes around, then there is some kind of a celebration. Now, I haven't followed what the government has done, you know, so I can't tell you what the government must have done something because it falls to them to celebrate the day, right? It's simply I have not followed what they have done. But the simple answer to your question is that we celebrate the republicanism when we became a republic because we are now a republic. On the 31st of August 1962, we became independent.
Right.
We were able to manage our own affairs and so on, right? We had a president, for example, okay? But then we wanted to become a republic as well, in which case the people had to perform a particular kind of a role in their own self-management and so on, right? So we removed the governor general, right? You remember who was the governor general at the time? So Solomon Hochoy.
Correct.
And then Williams became the premier, and then of course they went
Right.
to Marlborough House to talk with the British authorities, and won the British government's approval for independence, right? The last government that is it the last government? The Prime Minister of Barbados, Mia Mottley, celebrated recently. Barbados is not its independence as much as its republican status.
Mm-hmm.
So we in '76, that's a long time ago, we became a republic, and republicanism is what we are celebrating or ought to be celebrating every 24th of September every year. I just have not followed what the government has done, leaving it to news gatherers like yourself.
No, well,
So,
Dr. James, we
Mhm.
not interested in what the government do or didn't do. It's just that
Right.
I am as a person who as a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago and Republic Day comes. Am I
Yeah.
celebrating that we now have a president in the country that was what was done back in September, whatever year it was in September 1976?
September 24th,
Yeah,
19, what was it?
76.
1976.
All right. So are we supposed to be celebrating that today that we became a republic and we have a president now?
Yes, that's the day. That is today is the 24th.
Right. So we're supposed to be celebrating that.
Yes, there's no doubt about that part of it.
Oh, I mean,
The
okay.
question is, what was the nature of this celebration?
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm.
remember this too, Professor Le Bon.
Yeah.
Remember also that we have a 1976 constitution.
Correct.
Remember, we were operating with the 1961, 1962 constitution, and then we reformed it in 1920. Well, in time for the republicanism in 1976, right? So the constitution that we are using now is the 1976 Republican Constitution, And of course, that was amended by various acts from since 1976. I have not recently done a check of these things, but I think I'm in essence right.
So, so, what is the difference between we being
Between
a republic, Trinidad and Tobago, and we have a Republican Party in the United States of America?
yeah, and there were that's a very good question. I mean, what is the difference?
Yeah, was it?
And somebody was arguing today that America is not a democracy. America is a republic, and the people who hold the power when there are elections are not the people themselves.
Electoral college.
Who hold it, who have the power, is the electoral college.
Correct, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And the person was arguing and saying that if you look through the history, if you look at what has happened, all the different documents and so on, you will not find democracy there. Yeah, you will find, of course, the college, and that's what makes America a republic. That the electoral college has a role that makes it into a republic. Now, of course, you can find what a republic means online. Don't be afraid to go and check.
Yeah, I'll check it.
There are some things that we have to keep checking, especially as we don't discuss some of those things, because the country is not mobilized as to the importance of there being a republic. But whereas even I think even after independence, there was some legal connection with the Queen. It is actually when we became in the Republican in 1976 that we took that step that moved us away from Republican from the Queen. We have our own sovereignty now, and I was making the point that Barbados is the last country to have become Republican.
Right.
Right. We don't have, for example, somebody representing the Queen. Dame Hilda Bino was one of those not president, but oh my goodness. We have in Trinidad and Tobago a president, and we have had that president, I think, since 1976, which logically suggests that before 1976, but between 1976 and 1962, we probably no, but that can't be right. I'll have to check that. I was going to say that we got our first president in 1976, but I'm sure that has to be wrong. This is the question now of just double checking that, but we don't celebrate these days by bringing the people into the celebration, and pointing out to the younger people the significance of that milestone at the time that it was done. So I'm sorry that my memory is not assisting you as well as it would have in the days when I was an active lecturer at the University of the West Indies.
Well,
are you there, Professor?
Yeah. Well, based on, let me just say this. So I did a quick search. A republic is a form of government where the country is considered a public matter, and the head of state is an elected or nominated president, not a hereditary monarch. In a republic, the power rests with the people who elect representatives to govern on their behalf.
Well, yeah, because there are different types of
well, then Trinidad is not a republic then.
It is.
No, because
we passed the law.
It says the power rests with the people. The power the rest of the people in Trinidad rests with the prime minister.
Well, yeah, but that's a matter of interpretation.
Okay.
People will say, look, yes, we have the power because we voted. We have a number of constituencies.
Yeah.
These constituencies have voted. Now it is 41. Have voted people into the parliament. We have a bicameral kind of legislature, right? And we have a president who is elected by a college, but is nominated by the ruling party,
Mhm.
right? So, um,
So, so,
hello,
so,
are
Doc.
you there?
Yeah, Doc. This is what I just came up
Yes.
with, right? It says Trinidad and Tobago got its first president, Sir Ellis Clark, on August 1st, 1976, when the country became a republic.
Ah, that is what I was trying to remember.
Right, yeah,
So
yeah.
the question is, who well, yeah, the question is whether the governor general was still in charge up to 1976.
Yes, yes. Before Ellis Clark served as the last, before Ellis Clark, someone
Uh-huh.
served as the last governor. Yeah.
The last governor general was what was his name?
Solomon Uchoy?
Solomon Hochoy. But was he governor general up to 1976?
Yes, yes, that's what it's saying.
Well, that's what I was trying to remember.
Right, yeah, that's what it's.
So you could become a president. You could become independent and still have the head of state as the queen via, of course, the Solomon Hochoy, the governor general.
Mhm.
So we got our first president in 1976,
Yes.
and now we are fully sovereign. We are not beholden to the queen or king
Mhm.
in England and in the UK, right? So that happened in 1976. But my more important point is the government of the day, and it's mostly been the PNM. They have not mobilized the people around the importance of our being a republic and what goes with our being republic, the importance of being. I don't know if you have seen that, but I have not. There's no call to remembrance of what this is about and what republicanism means or should mean for us, especially the younger generations who are coming up with a certain level of ignorance as to what our recent history has been and how important that history is to the kind of civilization that we are building in Trinidad and Tobago and in the rest of the Caribbean.
Well, Dr.
Uh,
James, it appears
mhm.
that, and I'm going to let you go after this. It appears that when we know Republic Day coming, isn't that the day that the ruling party selects people for the Order of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago?
Repeat that question, please.
Is the on Republic Day when
Mhm.
the ruling party decide to award these awards, the Shokonia Awards, the Hummingbird, the Order of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago? Is that done on
I,
Republic Day?
I think that all these awards have historically been associated with independence,
Oh, okay.
August 31st, right?
Oh, okay.
Every year.
Oh,
Um, I don't know that we wait until September 24th to give somebody, award somebody the highest award that we have, the highest honor. I really don't. These are things that I have to keep reminding myself that we are. But I can tell you that when we elect, or when we choose, or when we select a president, it is the college that does so, but it's a done deal. It's a foregone conclusion that whoever the government in charge recommends will be elected by the college. In other words, the people who have the majority in the parliament are the ruling party, right?
yep.
So
Mhm.
yeah, but you asked a very good question there, which means that I have to refresh my mind. It's not as young as yours, Professor Wall Street. You know what I mean? But if you tease me up,
Yeah,
I will remember a lot of stuff.
I know that.
Yeah, if you tease me up and the brain becomes active and ready to engage,
Mm.
that will happen. But you clarified something for me there. Ellis Clark,
Yeah,
in becoming the first president in 1976,
correct.
suggests that there was somebody else as head of state,
Yeah.
and it certainly wasn't one of our look. Well, I mean, you could call Ho Choi Solomon Ho Choi. Sorry, was it?
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah. Which one of it? Just remind me there.
Solomon Hochoy.
Solomon Ho Choi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Um. Yes, it wouldn't be him,
Mm.
right? Um. It would be Ellis Clark, and you come down the line after Ellis Clark was what, Noor Hassan Ali and the rest of them,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Major concern is, how have we celebrated the day, and
Mm.
have we promoted the our status as a republic?
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
And what does it we mean when we say we are a republic? And remember this, Professor Wall Street.
Mm.
Remember this: that different countries that regard themselves as being independent
Mm.
have different ways. There's no one way of defining republicanism, right?
Correct.
So we have our own Trinidadian and Tobagonian status, idea of what we mean when we say that. So who, Professor Wall Street, put you up to calling me? Given that today is what you call it, the Republic Day.
No, well,
By the way, we
yeah.
lost the match at the Brian Lara Stadium. Unfortunately, I was there when we lost the match.
Today? Today?
Yeah, the St. Lucia Kings batted
BTKR?
first. Yeah, beat TKR. The St. Lucia Kings made 218
Oh,
runs, which is the highest
218?
score. Yes, the highest score in the CPL this season. And then when our boys went into bat, we could only muster 138 runs.
138?
They beat us by 80 runs. So,
wow.
I mean, it's not only TK that can win, but nonetheless, we don't want the licks to be so devastating. And the question is, that happened on Republic Day. Lots of people in Trinidad spent.
Did the Prime Minister go to the game?
I didn't see him there. I didn't see any focus on him.
Oh, okay. All right.
I don't even know if he has returned from the United States.
Yeah. He returned after being away for 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
To what? Right.
2 weeks.
So when was that day that he returned?
Was it last Monday, I think? I think.
No,
Yeah.
well, I can't keep up with that. So yeah, I don't know if he attended. No. So I can't say. I would have been happy to say yes, he was there, because he was instrumental in getting that academy built and used for international games.
Dr. James, I thought you was going to talk about the new academy where you take away the land from Pancho and Bego to give to the.
I hear you on that, but that hasn't traveled any particular distance. It hasn't gone any distance that is appreciable.
Okay.
Follow?
All right.
And one mustn't grasp after straw when one can do other graspings.
Okay. All right.
You know. I hope I have been helpful in some.
No, you've been very helpful, and we appreciate that.
All right. Well,
thank you so very kindly for you always pick up the phone when you see my number. Sure.
Yes. No. I'm a supporter.
Thank you very much.
And not only that, but I also like to, because I have been an educator all my adult life, I always like to help the young and budding and upcoming journalists, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who are trying to contribute to the development of our understanding about the democracy and the civilization that we are building in the Caribbean. So when they come to me, I never turn them away, and I try to teach, um, even though they probably did not come to me for teaching.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see how they can escape the need to learn, you know, as they go along in their profession. So it's been my pleasure, Professor Wall Street. Call again when you think there's a need.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. James.
All right.
All right. Bye bye. So there you go, Miss Atlanta. I couldn't pick up that call. Try calling again. There we go. Miss Atlanta, I couldn't pick up the call because he was on the line.
I know, I was just holding on.
I would have to.
Well, I wanted to know, I am more confused. I am more confused than I know.
Turn on your computer or move away from your computer.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot. I had it down. I'm more confused now, Wall Street. While he was speaking, I was getting more and more confused, you know, when he was speaking.
Well,
also, I left the Prime Minister giving the award, the medals today, just now, right?
Yeah.
He's giving, but it's still going on. I don't know. He's given the award ceremony is today. And they are giving out all the medals, awards today.
Trinkets.
And of course, the last person I said
Beverly
before I came
Ramsey
here was Beverly. Was all the people Beverly Ramsey, the lady, the steel band woman?
Yeah.
And she got her. And I left them giving out. The last person I saw before I came to listen to you, she got her award. She got her award. Remember, it have gold, it have chigona, all different kinds. Gold, this, that, different people, doctors, whatever. But what I was trying to ask you, but anyway, I did ask him that what is the meaning of republic? And you're mixing up American. We don't go with American politics. Remember, we are under British. We are under the British laws, not American. Not the American law. We are under British law. You understand?
Yeah.
And he was saying Solomon Hochoy, of course, was there until that day, until they became a republic. Yeah. Solomon Hochoy went right up. You know, I mean, and that standard, well, everybody know that. No, he was there.
All right.
I really wanted to hear, really, what is the role of what do you call it?
Republican
president.
A republic.
Because he's saying, remember, our president is not picked by the people. We don't pick the president in Trinidad and Tobago. You know that, Wall Street?
Yeah. The ruling party. The ruling party picks the president. The ruling party picks the president. The ruling party picks the president.
Yes, it's the prime minister just give the word. Supposed to be, I don't know, but he just said not supposed to be so in any case. Because if we are Republicans now, it's not supposed to be so.
That's a rubber stamp, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, that's what I tell you. That's the way. Remember, she's highly paid, or whoever is the president is highly paid.
You know,
and that is one of the monies that I.
Maybe I should aspire to be president of Trinidad instead of the prime minister because I don't have to be elected. Right?
What is that?
I could aspire to be the president instead of the prime minister because the president doesn't have to be elected. Right? I could be selected.
How you can't aspire to be the prime minister?
Why
Who
not?
picks the prime minister? The president, I mean.
No, I could aspire to be the president. Why not? Why not?
Because the president is not chosen. I just told you we have a president isn't chosen by the people.
No, I know that. Well, I could be buddy with the prime minister, and, you know.
You mean the days when they used to sip wine and drink by you and thing? Yeah. Based on that, it could probably be.
Atlanta.
And that's if he is the prime minister.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Okay, well, I hope we get some more information.
All right, thanks. Tommy?
So the bottom line now is, have we really benefited from republicanism status? What are the benefits?
That's a good question. Tommy, that's a good question. I don't have the answer. I think maybe I don't have the answer. Anyhow, Tommy, let's go for the break. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. Folks, you're going to go for the break. We'll be right back after this. Don't go nowhere. Stick and stay. Don't forget, share the live. WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook and X. And subscribe, WZYE TV on YouTube. Subscribe. We'll be right back after this short message. Don't go nowhere.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
She's going to be singing Plight of My People. Make some noise for Lady Gypsy.
No plight of my people. Too much a one thing good for nothing. Too much a good thing never enough. I don't know why my black people cannot see. No party never care about we. Every election we so devoted. How we love up we PNM. As soon as election come and go, it's only problem after problem. How could we cope? Man lost the hope. I ain't seeing no solution. Every time PNM come in power, it takes a toll on black man. I don't want to sound like a racist, but this is what I can see. They just take care of the race, but they damn well know they have we. I want to ring my bell, wake up Eric Williams, tell him the party found him PNM needed immediate attention. Ring my bell, wake up Mother Cornhucks, tell she to cast a spell on we party, cause it's not what it used to be. I ring my bell, I ring my bell down there. I ring my bell, I ring my bell down there.
Who might wait from where, or who living in who pay? Sufferers don't care who from country. Sufferers don't care who from town.
Sufferers only want to know
where the next food coming from.
Next one for all them racists. Next one for the racists. Anytime you bounce up a racist and you hear them running them out, it have a whole set of people don't care what they're talking about. A racist is someone living happy and all their family doing well. So race talk is really not for people. In the ghetto can kill hell. Now tell the racists, sufferers don't care about color. Sufferers don't care about race. Sufferers don't care who migrate from where or who living in who place. Sufferers don't care who from country. Sufferers don't care who from some. Sufferers only want to hear where their food coming from.
Yeah, boy. Sufferers, boy.
That's right.
Sufferers only want to know where the next plate of food coming from, you know. In this last 9 years in Trinidad and Tobago, sufferers only want to know where the next plate of food coming from, and they ain't sure. You know what I mean? They might have go back to cold pot, Tommy, and make some macaroni pie, and give up the movies, Tommy. You had to give up a little movies. You understand? Yeah. Sufferers, boy. Gordon Maloney says, Goddess evening all, how are you and yours? Hope that your day went better than you planned, and your night as well. Anderson, welcome. Good night, my friends from Akira and Anderson, boy. Anderson, I was bigging up Akira, boy. Ian Wansley, Lewis, Voodoo, boy. Night all locked on. Tommy Mohammed, you're inside. Good night, Professor. Good night, Professor. Wall Street and Uncle Tommy and all listeners. Joan, welcome, boy. Takesha, you're inside. Good night to everyone in the village. Anselm and Tommy. Yeah.
How's business doing, man?
I will call him. Only love in the village. No room for hate or negativity. Just love. Uncle T, do you believe that all societies have been built on laws that were given by the Creator God?
Not all, some.
Some? Okay. All right. So you answer your question there. Cover us all, Jesus. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me, Jesus. Nadira, welcome. Nadira, how are you going? Good night, Wall Street and Tommy, and to everyone on the chat. And listen to Keisha, Hanif, Michael Gordon. Good night to all the Republic Day greetings to all. Republic Day greetings to all. No walls. Real Media TT. Rishi, what should I have a question? Why you put the P&M logo over your friend Tommy? You go put the man under pressure. Tommy, people just look at all. It's just Tommy. Maybe I should move you to the other side, Tommy. Can I move you to the other side? Let me see. Here we go. Oh God, Tommy, I'll move you over to the UNC side, man.
And take a P&M with you.
Yeah. I go on. KFC, welcome.
Yeah, good night, Mr. Washi. Good night, Uncle Tommy. Good night to you, viewers.
Yeah, good night, man.
Mr. Washi, I'm feeling to qualify for award, boy.
You know, I need an award, boy. I am the only Trinbagonian with 20 world records. Why can't I get a world record? Why can't I get an award, Tommy? Hey, KFC?
Look, your PNM friend come and get an award.
Beverly Ramsey Moore.
Mr. Bootman get an award, Miss Ramsey Moore. Mr. Stephen Williams, right now that back over Gary Griffith.
Yeah, did McDonald Jacob get one too? No, the other fella. Philbert get one. Yeah, my partner Philbert get one.
Yeah, I'm Mr. Williams, Stephen Williams.
Yeah, boy. You know.
I see that pan man, he get an award too from wrong on my side, Duncan, say, Stuart.
Oh.
Mr. Steve.
But what did Beverly Ramsey Moore do to get an award? And that fella, what's the last fella? What's the last fella before we had him here, Tommy? What's his name again? Oh God.
Williams?
No, the Trinbago president. The Silver. Huh?
Miss Ramsey Moss?
No, the one before her. The one before her. You know, I forget any man name. We had him here the other day.
As soon as I remember, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
He got award too?
Nah, he ain't get nothing. He's supposed to get award.
What are the man who out in the cold all day?
Yeah. You know what? Let me call him and see if they call him to tell him if
Remember when they talking depending about Miss Ramsey Moss get award because you know Miss Ramsey Moss get award, she got that deal, you know. She did any piece of land, you know.
she got a deal for the land. Land for award, boy.
Land to build a academy and take a piece of land down in the down by the waterfront there.
Land for award. Right? This PNM government, Tommy, almost every independent institution in Trinidad and Tobago, almost have been compromised under this Rowley-led PNM government. I said it.
The water that no done there. I see Mark Lukwan got one the highest award.
Yeah.
Well watch out about 55.
The sharing out what see KFC where they say the sharing out bone is bone.
Yeah. But I find you that man you make some good contribution because you are the prime minister right now in power there. You bring him home by you eat the best, you drink the best. You see, what I see Pastor go and Sean Felix, so let me gonna what? You didn't latest the call for a call, but loyal could not call, eh?
Yeah. I go look out for it.
Yeah. You say look out for it, you're looking to get a call just so you want some money.
Yeah, I'm looking for it.
Yeah, I look to it.
Yeah, man. Bless.
Respect.
Bless. Let me call Keith Diaz and see if they ask him anything about our award. Let me see if we go pick up the phone. I call any former pantry in Bigo president. Keith Diaz. I know if he going home yet, you know.
They demonize them, man.
Yeah, man. Tommy, how could Beverly Ramsey Moore get an award and Keith Diaz don't get an award? I'm just asking.
Like I said, they demonize Keith.
This PNM government, most of the independent institutions, when they leave office, are no longer independent. All right. I won't just call him.
Maybe they made all kind of allegations against Keith.
All kind of allegations, and nothing was proven. Nothing, you know. Nothing.
Just some misunderstandings that they took very far.
You think it's misunderstandings, Tommy?
Oh, yeah.
You think there was misunderstanding?
They misunderstood. The man bought an automobile, and they accused him of taking Patrick Bago's money and doing that. Because he had to just live in abject poverty, being the president of Patrick Bago.
Yeah. Good night, Rishi. Why you putting Wall Street under all that pressure, boy? Nadia says she watching the Hummingbird Medal, but I feel soon they will want to change the name. Okay, I didn't even see this. SOS, good night. Mean Gene says, Google it. And that's exactly what we do, Mean Gene. I didn't see your comment, but before your comment come up, let me say welcome to Robert Nesbitt. It means we are self-governed. We select our officials. Okay. Oh, we elect people to govern us, right? Right? We elect our representatives, and they're supposed to do things in our favor.
Mm-hmm.
All they really tell me, Tommy, I don't mean to put you on the spot, but in your estimation, do you believe 75% of the time the government is doing things to try to lift the people of Trinidad and Tobago, to elevate their status?
I cannot say that I've seen evidence of that over the last dispensation, the last 2 dispensations.
Tommy, anybody ever tell you, if you were supposed to be a diplomat, you'll make a splendiferous diplomat? Have you ever been told? Eh?
I haven't been told so, but I just try to be careful as to what I say and how I say it.
Okay, all right, Toby. Yeah, all right. Excellent. As a sad Republic Day, TT reason is to appoint president, waste of income for nothing. Robert Nesbitt said, I remember the 17th when the Europeans run Texaco. The Europeans had it all and black people had nothing. Okay. I didn't understand that one, huh?
Yeah, he's talking about Texaco.
So, is all Europeans used to work in Texaco?
They were the bosses.
But wait. So, if they were the bosses, all right, let me say, what do you think among the employees Texaco had? 500?
At that time?
Huh?
At that time?
Could be less than that?
I thought it was more because the way the traffic used to be heavy.
Oh, so I'm being too conservative then. Let me go 1,000.
Yeah, maybe 1,000.
All right. And 10% was Europeans. 100. How much Trinidadians working? Not 90% of them? It's Trinidadian.
Yeah, but they used to hold the Trinidadian feet to the fire and they got them to do exactly what they wanted them to do.
But Tommy, with a 10% is Europeans. 90% is Trinidadians.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you rather have 90% Trinidadians working than 90% of Trinidadians sitting at home collecting a pension or collecting a severance?
Agreed. I prefer productivity.
Which one?
I prefer productivity.
Any day, and this is the problem we have in the country. Yeah? The Europeans had it. All right. 100 of them. What we have now?
Well, what has happened is that when we took over that operation, we didn't exercise the same discipline they did. There was a lot of lackadaisical behavior, and we had the watchwords: discipline, tolerance, and production. Production most likely fell. Tolerance most likely became intolerant. And there's nobody that was disciplined for doing this intolerable and lack of productivity.
You see, Tommy, the problem that we have in Trinidad and Tobago is that we have a society that we take advantage of certain things, and as soon as we step foot on a plane and come to the United States of America, or we go to Canada, or we go to Europe, all in a sudden, our behaviors in Trinidad and Tobago change overnight.
Not in Trinidad and Tobago, behaviors abroad change overnight.
Yeah. Well, our behaviors from Trinidad and Tobago change overnight once we get to these other countries.
I agree.
Overnight. Why is that? Because it seemed to me that we accept certain things in Trinidad and Tobago.
Well, the whip, that invisible whip is existent when we leave.
Them Trinidadians will tell you, boy, boy, when you go up in New York, boy, you can't go and pee by no tree, you know. You mad? You gonna pee by a tree?
Not only that, rain or snow, you have to come to work.
Rain or snow, when snow fall, boy, you mad over, boy, getting up 5 o'clock and going to work, boy. Yeah? We just tolerate certain things in Trinidad and Tobago. We tolerate it. And then they're going to talk about all these, yeah, boy, we Dubai and Singapore. And, yeah, boy, better we better we become a totalitarian state, boy. And let well, nah, you don't want that. You don't want that. I ain't want that. I'll take that back. Pleasant evening to Professor Walsh and Uncle Tommy. And you all are tuned in. Have a wonderful evening. Welcome to you, Patricia. PNM Fox says the awards are made by instruments signed by the president and sealed with the seal of the order. The president hosts the national award ceremony annually on Republic Day. Okay, the awards is given out on Republic Day?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hanif says keep the people in ignorance, and you have people you can manipulate in doing what you desire. Hanif, you are 100% correct. Listen to this. Listen to this, eh? I want you all to listen to this. And I have some videos I have to play. Listen to this.
I think there are two ways in which people are controlled. First of all, frighten people, and secondly, demoralize them. An educated, healthy and confident nation is harder to govern. And I think there's an element in the thinking of some people. We don't want people to be educated, healthy and confident because they would get out of control. The top 1% of the world's population own 80% of the world's wealth. It's incredible that people put up with it, but they're poor, they're demoralized, they're frightened, and therefore they think perhaps the safest thing to do is take orders and hope for the best.
You hear that?
Yeah, we have some other issues going on in Trinidad. I don't know about Tobago because I haven't experienced Tobago in that way. It's probably the same culture. But I think the unions haven't helped in a lot of ways. They've helped in some ways, but in a lot of other ways they haven't helped. Because the lack of productivity is a serious issue in Trinidad.
Serious issue. Serious issue.
I know it because I experienced it firsthand.
It's a serious issue.
I mean,
and those same people leave Trinidad overnight and become very productive in the United States, in Canada, in Germany, all over the place.
Many of them when they came up on vacation or they came to the US and they couldn't find employment, I employed them and they were good.
They work hard.
They worked
hard.
They worked, yes.
Yeah. Winston says Trini politics so toxic that people will say an Indian is a traitor to his race if they vote PNM. African traitor if they vote UNC. But yet in Canada, USA, England, you're voting for the white man. Okay. All right. Fox writer PNM Fox writer thesis again. What does it mean to be Republican Trinidad and Tobago? Republic de Trinidad and Tobago in modern times, the definition of a republic is commonly referred to as a government that excludes a monarch. Trinidad and Tobago is a republic with a two-party system and a bicameral parliamentary system based on the Westminster system. Okay. The president is elected technically by the people through their representative.
People don't have no choices as to who they nominate for presidency.
You know what? I don't know why Fox and them PNM people just want to attack Dr. Winford James, you know. You understand? And it's some of the most, let me not even say that, eh? Let me be impeccable with my words. It's some of the most people who are, the word starts with a U, and then it have an N, and then that comes an E after that, and I'll leave it there. Pro, you just have to sell out black people and their land, and you'll get. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Hey, look, Patty, come boy. Patty, how you going? She asked at Wall Street, you know the process to get an award in TNT? Yeah, I know the process. Somebody had to, you actually have to apply, you know, Tommy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I went online and see what the process is. I think eventually, Patty, I gonna apply. Because if they could give Beverly Ramsey more award, I could get an award too. Eh? If they could give, eh?
Absolutely.
If she could get a political award, I could get an award too. Patty's 20 world records are established, you know, 20, you know. And here, tooting my own 20 times in the history of the world, I was the first one to do something. There's no other Trinidadians have done that. Well, I shouldn't say that. It could be. Yeah, look, he come again, Tommy. I tell you, look, under Key Diaz, Pan Greenberg was corrupted. Who caught for corruption? Did he ever get catch for corruption? Look, for example, under the PNM, right? We have $5 billion. What is the procurement regulator? Talk about, what is it, $5 billion, Tommy?
Mm-hmm.
And the number one is the Ministry of National Security. I haven't filed anything in a year. What is that? That is proof. 2-point-something billion missing. What is that, PNM Fox? What is that? Nah. That is all right. A man built some houses. It cost 72 million. What did they do to them houses, Tommy?
Demolish.
Oh, Tommy, you sure about that?
Well, 50% of them they had to demolish.
Oh, what is that? He didn't have to have an insurance bond. That is what it is, Tommy?
A performance bond?
A performance bond. Tommy, when you was doing it, you had to get a performance bond, didn't you?
Absolutely.
Oh, Fox, what is that? We just call that Fox and Patty. What do they call that? Fox. PNM Fox. All you need to go with them thing on the pastor with the internet search engine and the mock the in the morning program. And all you could talk them kind of thing. I tell you, look, there's only facts here, you know. Yeah, Hanif, Mr. Diaz was deliberately targeted. How could he not get an award and Beverly Ramsey Moore get an award? Let me see this fellow go and say phone. I want to ask him a question. Let me call Abu Fuad.
Fuad.
Oh God, I can't get that right. Fuad. Where I write that thing down, boy? Fuad. Let me see that.
My brother.
You are live on WZYE 95.9 FM. We have a quick question for you.
Sure.
My question is this, right? We don't want to put you in any more trouble than you're already in.
Oh God. Well, I think that might be inevitable in the business of truth that I'm involved in.
But we are looking at the awards, right? And we see two Pan individuals got an award. Beverly Ramsey Moore, and I don't remember the other person's name.
Yeah.
Right? Now listen, I know that Keith Diaz had all kind of thing over him. But in your estimation, do you think Beverly Ramsey Moore should receive an award before Keith Diaz?
Absolutely not. My question today with other panel as well was for what? You know, for what? What has she achieved? And you know, we struggle, and we still struggling here in our stomach to find out to find anything that we could say that she has actually achieved for Stephen. You know, so there are a million people in the fraternity, past and present, who would be more deserving of that award. You know, but again, these are unfortunately politically motivated awards in many cases, and I feel as though that is where it has come from in her case. I feel strongly as though she has connections with the minister and others. It's election year next year, and she's expected to do certain things for them, and thus they reward those who sing their tune, But other than that, on an impartial basis, in terms of achievement for Steel Pan, in terms of service, she's certainly not up there, in my opinion. And that's my opinion. You could speak to other seasoned practitioners, individuals in the fraternity, and they will give you their opinions, hopefully truthfully as well.
I also saw an article about you on Pantry and Big, and they ban you from the meeting. They had a meeting and they ban you from the meeting. What was that about?
Well, there's a lot that needs to be said about that. My lawyers will speak as well this week.
Okay.
What I can say to you is that Ms. Beverly Ramsey Moore should be suspended from the organization for her continual violation of our constitution under discipline, because I have to tell her as well, because apparently she doesn't know, she doesn't care to know. We have a procedure for discipline in our constitution, and it states that the first reason that someone should be first violation in the list of things that are considered violations of our organization is constant breach of our constitution, which she has done. And we have outlined that clearly. We took her to court already, and when she said that she would have elections if we withdrew the matter, we did so in good faith, and she deceived us. She lied, basically, and continued in office. So this woman, her track record is terrible in Pan. Whatever she has achieved with Cats and Jammers, all respect to her. But in terms of Pan administration, she's an absolute despot. She has breached our constitution on numerous occasions. Her last contribution in that last meeting that I was wrongly debarred from was to extend the term in office of a president to 4 years, was to define steel bands, come up with a definition so that she can she could minimize the bans that she does not want. Just grabbing power and trying to retain power and office and the perks, and it seems that it is encouraged by the status quo, because we have written to NCC, we have written to the Prime Minister, not me alone, others have written, band leaders have written to the Prime Minister and delivered letters to him because they have a relationship with him as well. And, the minister say they're not getting involved in Pantrindigo business. That's one thing. But you give her taxpayers' money, and now to give her an award, it is a slap in the face of good governance. It is a slap in the face of all those who actually deserve, credit and awards for what they have striven for in the Pan fraternity for time. So, man, I line. It's shameful. I didn't even want to speak much about it today. But again, like I said, my lawyers are going to speak. There are a couple bands who want to initiate proceedings against Ms. Beverly Ramsey Moore the correct way, according to our constitution, the way in which if she or anybody else had a problem with my walkout, that they should have done. Because there's a procedure, not the mob. She has this mob of bands that she feeds and whatever, who come and by a show of hands, all who say do this, and they're looking at you, and if you don't raise your hand, but if you see how tense the room is being a meeting, because if you don't raise your hand, it's almost as though, you from that band, all you go find out.
Victimization. All right, man. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
It's terrible.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man. So
Bless.
blessings.
Yeah, man. Tommy boy. Yeah,
So,
if you don't,
Patty says she gets the same. It can be 7 people who get our KPB.
yeah. What does she mean by that? What do you mean by that, Patty? Give me an example now. Give me an example. What do you mean by that? I guess.
There's no hope for Trinidad, you know, when you really think about it.
Huh?
When you think about it, there's no hope for Trinidad.
Wait, Tommy. Tommy, you just said that?
You don't believe it, huh?
Nah, I believe that, Tommy. Wait, repeat that again, Tommy.
I have to be impeccable with my words, so I withdraw it.
Oh God, Brooklyn. Well, you come to go after my partner who just talked, you know? Eh?
well, what shit? If this woman is reading from the same blueprint book as Rowley, you will understand from what the brother just said here. It seemed like it have UNCP and them in pension they go. You understand? Because once you're not part of what Beverly Ramsey Moore is doing, then you'll be victimized and your band will suffer. And no matter what all you do on the Panama stage, or you will never make a Panama final because I had the power. That song like keep kissing for Rowley, you know. And that will make you understand why it was so easy for him to come and say, hey, I want that land up in the east. And she ain't even say a word. She didn't ask why. She didn't come to the Pan community. Nothing. She had a meeting within the executive of Pan Trinbago where people will be invited to speak on the matter, and if they agree to accept wherever third floor building down in Tongue, Long Rice Road, wherever the building is on the third floor. You understand? Nothing like that. She just do it on her own. And if any dog bark, then that dog might end up having to be a Pampers dog because they would not be fed. And that is the mentality of Keith Christopher Rowley. So you see what's going on in Trinidad and Tobago? PNM in the president house. PNM is head of the police. PNM is head of Pan Trinbago. PNM in everything. So when you look at the election coming, because PNM already like put a virus. They put a virus out there in every corner. Even in the Muslim department, I see they're moving Terrence Yassi to put a Muslim lady. That's for Muslim votes. That's for the Muslim votes. PNM poisoning the whole of Trinidad and Tobago, and them drinking poison like if it's water. Them drinking it like water. Them ain't saying nothing. But even out the pension they go. That is why it was so easy for she to give up that land. Before she said, well, give me some money, let me build a structure, and let me start up there. She accept a building in the third floor. I sure the building is owned by one of the ministers and them. So at the end of the day, wherever I read that third floor, wherever, it's government taxpayers' money again going to another government minister underground. Well, she turned Uncle Tommy. Tommy, you're right, you know. You're very right. There's no hope. There's no hope. Right? So people better start looking at what Haiti did when the situation was coming like this. Because Trinidad and Tobago, Haiti, just how Guyana laugh at me. And Guyana say, we will not do the same thing like Trinidad and Tobago did when they had the oil, and Guyana laugh at me. Haiti will be laughing at me just now. In a few years, Haitians will be laughing at me in Trinidad, and everybody who come there to try to make a living will go back to where they come from because they go can't take it there. They go can't live there. Well, Uncle Tommy, have a good night.
Yeah, man. Bless.
Same to you.
Yeah, man. Tommy, let me see if I could get Khadija Amina again. I want to talk about that. That $43 million. Oh boy, she not answer she message yet, no? Don't the UN share something tonight?
Did I see something? I'm not sure.
I thought I saw something.
Hello.
Hello, Miss Khadija Amin.
Hi.
Welcome to WZYE 95.9 FM with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street. We have a quick question for you. How are you doing?
Hello.
Yeah, are you hearing me?
I lost you for a bit. Go ahead. What's that?
Yes. I said welcome to you are live on WZYE 95.9 FM here in New York and New Jersey. And we have a quick question for you with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street. We saw that there was $43 million that was reallocated to CPEP. And monies were moved from different corporations into CPEP. And we here in the United States believe that this is a PNM election gimmick. Can you enlighten us about that $43 million?
Yeah, it was very unceremonious, to say the least, that monies allocated to the various regional corporations at the last month of the financial year, you have a total of $43.6 million being moved from the regional corporations to go into CPEP and RDC. 36 million going to CPEP and 7 million going to RDC. So we know that there are a lot of issues with CPEP in terms of allegations of corruption and fraud, audits that have been questions that were raised in audits. And we know that the PNM has been using the reforestation program for their own political gains and, in fact, to pay election machinery. So it's rather curious that these two public entities will be required to spend that money, close to $44 million in a matter of weeks, because this memo is dated the 2nd of September. And that money must be spent by the 30th of September, the end of the financial year. Otherwise, it goes back to the Ministry of Finance. The money has to be returned. If it's not spent, it goes as unspent balances. The question is, what does the government plan to spend that $43 million in a matter of weeks under CPEP and RDC? What political mischief are they up to? And that is a serious issue when they are extracting that money from several regional corporations. And it's not just taking money, you know. This is money that is supposed to be used for municipal police equipment, for manpower management systems, for development of recreation facilities, markets, and abattoirs, for I mentioned municipal police stations.
Yeah.
For
recreational facilities too. There's recreational facilities in there. Yeah.
For computerization, for local government reform that the government keep promising. They give the money for local government reform and then they are extracting it back away from the corporation.
Don't forget cola too. Cost of living, cola. They also got salaries and cola.
They are taking money for disaster preparedness at a time when just now you will see flood. They are taking monies from every regional corporation for these type of things, but they are also taking money from the ministry itself at the head office. They are taking monies for wages and cola at a time when government is claiming they cannot increase workers' salaries. They are now taking money from that area and again for implementing police equipment at the headquarters. So you see where they have taken money not only from the headquarters at the Ministry of Rural Development and Local Government, but from every regional corporation. And they are depositing it and to use CPEP and RDC as slush funds for political gains.
Mr.
That
Amin,
is an abuse of power.
how could they get away with that, though? How could they get away with that?
The government has the prerogative and the power to transfer monies. And to me, what you can do legally doesn't mean that it is morally right. Because we have seen where they do have the legal authority to move the monies. But really, is it right to take monies allocated for wages and COLA to give to CPEP and RDC as a slush fund? Is it right to take money from disaster preparedness, from providing police accommodation and police equipment to put in your slush fund for election? So not because they have the legal power, that means they don't have a responsibility. This is not PNM money. This is taxpayers' money. This is money that belongs to all of us in this country. And putting the money in CPEP, clearly it takes power away from the regional corporation. But you know what it does? It gives the PNM an excuse to say, well, if you have property tax, you will get all these services. Because they have been telling regional corporation, telling the public that you are not getting your recreation grounds fixed. Because if we pay property tax, the corporation will get more money. But when the corporation gets money for recreation facilities, you are taking it back to send it to CPEP. You see? So to me, this is again an abuse. And they are constantly trying to justify this harsh property tax. They can't even implement a property tax properly because they have been talking about this for 9 years. And to date, they still have waiting, they're setting a new deadline as we speak for property tax. So to me, they have been starving the regional corporations of funds to prove to the population that you need property tax to boost funding at regional corporations.
But you know, Ms. Amin, that procurement administrator with that $5 billion in contracts, you know, that is a serious issue, you know. And she pointed out that the Ministry of National Security, Ministry of National Security is like the main culprit, one of the main culprits with regards to that problem there with procurement and contracts. You know.
Yes. Yeah, and the thing is, you will see it will be revealed as time goes by, because there's a reason they are vilifying the Auditor General. The Auditor General has come forward with some very damning revelations. And if they cannot dispute the revelations, they vilify the bringer of the news. And that is why they have this woman is under so much attack, because she is not going to sweep their dirtiness under the carpet.
You know, for us here in the United States, it seemed like every day, and this is the last one for you, it seemed like every day there is something new happening that is not to benefit the population of Trinidad and Tobago under the PNM. It's like every day it seems to be something new. You know, when you wake up tomorrow, you're like, what's next?
Well, I hope that the population will ask themselves what next and decide that next cannot be the PNM continuing in government. Even people who are PNM have to admit the hardship that the country is facing really has to, a lot to do with the fact that the PNM is now bankrupt of ideas. We have our upcoming budget and people don't expect much from the government because for 9 years they have failed to put forward any new idea, any initiatives that bore fruit. What we have seen is broken promises and failed attempts after failed attempts. You really don't get the sense that they know what they are doing and that they are going to get results. And if after 9 years of seeing failure after failure in the public health sector, I mean, cancer patients, kidney patients, it's just falling apart. People sleeping on the floor in hospitals. You're seeing the situation with crime, murders every day, and it's not one murder a day anymore. It's multiple. And they have talked about so many things. But you know what they also do? They attack and vilify anybody who criticizes them. They call you a UNC, they call you unpatriotic. They don't take ideas and suggestions from anyone. And we in the opposition have been very responsible by putting forward what we call some low-hanging fruit, some areas of national security that you don't have to put out much in terms of resources, but will lead to a safer society. They refuse those suggestions, but even if other people who are not in the UNC make suggestions, once it criticizes or shows the PNM in a bad light, they throw it in a dustbin. So you have failure after failure. I mean, our children in education, our schools are really in a mess, you know. You need to think about, I mean, if you know how many schools are dismissed early because of poorly functioning sewer systems, because their benches are not in good and their furniture not good, because they have pigeons in their roof, because they have infestations of different types that threaten the health of children, because their water, they don't have water supply in the school. I mean, don't talk about flooding in the schools, you know?
Yeah, St.
So
George's
when
bad
you
time.
think about the collapse that's happening and the 9 years of not providing answers, you think at this last minute people want to hear the PNM, you think people want to hear him but come and get our budget? Nobody wants to hear them anymore. They're just waiting to vote them out.
Mr. Amin, we want to thank you so very much for taking our call. It's always a pleasure.
Okay, thanks for having me.
All right, take care.
I wanted to ask a question, but
Oh, sorry about that. I didn't hear you.
sorry.
I mean, PNM Fox at Wall Street, all Trinidad needs 41 persons like you in the country way back under colonialism. Imagine that. You hear what that fella say? KFC, welcome.
When I Mr. Wall Street.
Yeah, man.
Hello?
Yeah, we hearing you. Go ahead.
You are lucky to get you a Chibai. I call it, she answer, she phone. All kind of thing, and I get victimized. Friday, she should go in the parliament, but I was so busy to run up to come out of the college. I rather not pick them up. I like to them up on the Wall Street because I get victimized. And I call them and I play like they didn't answer in the phone. Wrong with them, man.
Yeah, man. You gotta keep calling, man. Keep calling. Don't give up. You can't give up. Don't give up.
Now, Fox Islam.
Yeah, he says.
He's making a claim that is baseless.
Say that again, Tommy.
He's making a point or a claim that is baseless, and he really needs to think about what he posted there. All it simply shows is that he's mindless.
Oh God!
You know, sometimes I look at certain things and I say, look, just hold your tongue. So it gets to that point sometimes where you just can't hold your tongue anymore.
Tommy, you are 100% correct, man.
Because
sometimes, you know what you just told me, you just say this, eh? I learned this from you, and I love this too bad. Stray dogs don't bark at every car door that pass by. Right? Is that it?
Right, and also school children don't throw stones at trees that don't bear fruit.
Thank you very much. You see?
But,
and you know, and when you have people like PNM, Fox and them, it's like them fellas do have a brain of their own, you know. Them fellas now have a balize brain. It's not their own brain no more, you know. It's a balize brain.
These fellas really don't want the country to get better.
Nah, You're right. They don't want the country to get
Everything can stay exactly the way it is.
correct.
Because as far as they're concerned, it's working perfect.
Correct. Once the country stay under PNM, Patty, Gordon Joseph, PNM Fox, Ambrosie and them happy. Them don't care. Them don't care about murders, you know. You know what I'm going to tell you? Well, murders are happening all over the world. All countries are murders. So what happens if we sixth in the world? Every countries are murders. That is them excuse. That is them. And it's only excuse after excuse after excuse.
What we simply saying is that we need to improve, we need to fix our problems. Nobody's gonna come from abroad or anywhere else and fix it for us.
That's right. And Mr. Amin was correct. They don't really want no ideas, you know. Them ideas have to come from people who would toe the line.
Yeah, but if the mindset of those who are presenting ideas are what we see constantly and we keep experiencing, then it's hopeless.
Them don't care about that. Once their party in power and the blackest man in Trinidad and Tobago, Prime Minister Rowley in power, them good with that. Them don't care that 26% of black people living below the poverty line, you know. You know what I'm going to tell you? Where you get them statistics from? Let them bring them statistics now. Them don't care about that. Them have no care about that.
Well, overall, we see the ones who are in a position to influence thinking. We see the quality and the caliber of persons that are being given that task. And we know that if based on that, we were to make a call, a judgment call, the future is very dim.
Yeah. And I don't disagree with this, you know. I agree that the People's Partnership had a majority to change laws in the country. I agree with that. And Tommy, you have said that over and over and over.
I said they had the best opportunity in many years.
Yes, they had that opportunity.
Yes, there was a 33-3.
Yes, they had the opportunity. Not just them, but the NAR had the opportunity too.
Yeah, but the NAR got some opposition that was.
Yeah.
Isn't it under the NAR that we had the coup? Attempted coup?
Yeah. Say that again. If it's under the NAR?
We had the attempted coup?
Yeah, I think it was under NAR. That was A.N.R. Robinson, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, what he said, Comey. The housing contract was designed, built, financed. The government lost nothing. Okay. Government lost nothing. Patty's a very dishonest young man. Who is that?
I don't know.
Patty, you talking about? And if most people say that
she knows who she's talking about.
What's that?
I guess she knows who she's talking about.
Okay. So PNM feel privileged to abuse it, hence rules are changed for those who break it. Okay. Patricia says fear is fear. Another this lady, Pan has come back to the front. They were able to bring books updated and able to give proper reports. But Patty, listen to this, right? If Keith Diaz was corrupted, as PNM Fox says, how come, Tommy, there has been no charges against him? None. If they have the books, and Keith Diaz says every single year he did
his books were done.
His books were done.
So
right and updated.
So it's just propaganda that they were using.
Propaganda. That's like Keith Diaz was here and he spoke about it. So now who you gonna believe? You gonna believe you or you gonna believe Keith Diaz? And as a matter of fact, Tommy, if his books was distorted, compromised, corrupted. When he get the books, the government should go after him and sue him for every dime that he stole.
Supposedly so.
Eh?
That he allegedly stole.
That he allegedly, yeah? Everybody's saying that. But no case. None. 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 And Pan come back to the front. Listen, if the NCC wants to stifle a president of Pan Trinbago, it's easy. Tommy, if the government wants to stifle a president of Pan Trinbago, it's easy.
True.
Lower the allocation to them. Give them less money. Easy. I mean, I sat in the boardroom with them people and them in NCC, you know, and Pan Trinbago and them, you know. It's easy. So, Patty, all you need to get all the information, you know. Seriously, all you need to get more information. All you need to start talking. Don't just use this spaghetti theory. You throwing things up on the wall, Patty, and see what goes stick. Oh God, man.
But whenever we see that certain patterns have been used, which is misinforming the public.
Misinformation. That is it. Yeah? Pan Trinbago Central Executive takes Keith Diaz to court. Okay. And what's the result? What's the result? Folks, we're going to go for a break. We'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. Stick and stay. It's
Central Executive.
With Uncle Tommy, Professor Walsh, on you on WZYE 95.9. Even play one video for the night.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
Self-with. There are only two animals on the planet that the Creator identified himself with. The first one is the eagle. The eagle. And the second animal is the lion. And when I identified those two animals as his favorite to identify himself with, I recognized I better study these two animals, because if he is the leader of the universe and I want to be a leader on earth, I better find out the nature of these animals and also the attitude of these animals. And I discovered that both of them are the kings of their domain. The eagle is the king of the bird kingdom, and the lion is the king of the animal kingdom. But let's talk a little bit about the lion. The lion has what I call the spirit of leadership. And this word spirit here is referring to attitude. Everybody say attitude. A leader has an attitude that makes him or her different from followers. Now, the lion is the king of the jungle, but the lion to me is a great source of encouragement to all of us. I want you to write this down. Remember this as long as you live. Number one, the lion is not the tallest animal in the jungle. Number two, the lion is not the largest animal in the jungle. Number three, the lion is not the heaviest animal in the jungle. Number four, the lion is not the smartest animal or the most intelligent animal in the jungle. And yet, when he shows up, they all run away. Well, here's one of my favorite quotes that I put in my books, and I believe it really brings home the point.
What's going on?
An army of sheep led by a lion will always defeat an army of lions led by a sheep.
Tommy, did you hear that?
Yep.
I want to replay that. I want to replay that for you all. Listen carefully. Listen carefully. Listen.
Away. Well, here's one of my favorite quotes that I put in my books, and I believe it really brings home the point. An army of sheep led by a lion will always defeat an army of lions led by a sheep. And the answers to that dilemma is this. Because leadership can transform cowards into violent warriors. The right kind of leadership can transform a timid into bold people who are fearless. Leadership is that powerful. Leadership can walk into a camp of depressed people, and in 20 minutes they have turned on into unbelievable, powerful armies. Because leadership determines everything. The lion is the king of the jungle because of one word: attitude. Everybody say attitude. Write it down. Attitude. The lion has a different attitude that makes every animal afraid of him. Now, we don't want to lead by fear, but it does take respect for you to become a leader. When I use the word fear in the jungle, we're talking about respect. The elephant respects the lion. The hyenas respect the lion. The giraffes, they respect the lion. What makes these massive animals respect such a small cat? The attitude is the difference. For example, a lion will see an elephant, and the thing that comes to his mind, one word: lunch. I could eat this thing. And he acts the way he thinks. Now, here's another amazing mystery. The elephant is larger, bigger, stronger, more powerful, heavier, and more intelligent. And yet, when the elephant sees the lion, one word comes to mind: eater. Attitude is a product of belief. You cannot have an attitude beyond your belief. So your attitude comes from your belief system. The lion is the king because of what he believes about himself.
We are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walsheed, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Let me quickly go back to the chat here. I have some videos I want to play. Patty says the last report laid in the parliament by the audit report indicated that the 2 point something not missing, her team was able to find and record the additional revenue. I don't know. Patty has some.
How come is that public information?
Huh?
Is that public information?
I don't know, Patty. I don't know. I don't know if Patty. Maybe the PNM have a newspaper. Huh?
That's they should be glad to publish that.
Yeah, they should be glad.
To blast that all over the media.
Patty, where you get that from? Where you get that one from? Robin Sukrat says, good evening, everyone. Locked on from the British Virgin Islands, but I love BVI, boy. What? For me, that place nice too bad, you know.
Mm-hmm.
BVI, boy. I was talking on a partner there from USVI. Today, Uncle T like reality, slap you real hard. Yeah, boy.
Yeah, that's a CST.
Yeah, boy. The report of the procurement regulator is just that, a report. Oh, God. Tommy, you want to finish read that?
It has to be investigated. And relevant information passed to the police as set out in the Constitution. I don't know.
All right, okay.
She means it has to be investigated.
Okay. All right. Okay. 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 S West, welcome. Rajendra, welcome. Okay. At the end of the year, unspent balances are sent back to the ministry. You already know this. You already know this. Local government cannot reassign dollars to any organization under its purview if dishonesty was a person. Local government can resign to any or oh yeah, okay. You resign you reassign $43.6 million and you okay, you don't see a problem with that. That is all right. Okay, okay, all right. Please, yeah. No. Robin, you really want Patricia to listen to that? Is 1 year's Patricia listening with her? She have a radio plugs in the next year, She ain't listening with her, yeah. The corporations are doing nothing to make the government look back. Why wasn't this dollar spent this year? Such eloquence, intelligence, and eloquence, Minister, UNC for good government. Robin, what she's speaking is rubbish. Are they allowed to have different relocation of funds from one head to different headers? Ricardo Divertile. Divertelli? Divertile? That's
Different.
Divertile, Tommy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, welcome. I mean, I don't understand how you can't see. Richie, I not calling him that, That's what he called himself. I not calling him that. He called himself that. So I was just regurgitating what he says. Okay. All right. Let me quickly play some video here. Oh God. I least say, Patricia, WZYE TV does make you feel important, eh? And some love give you attention for your PNM protest. And some Patricia can't go on no other PNM political radio and get attention she gets here. No, let us ignore them on them PNM program. Yeah. PNM activists love come on the show that have nothing to do with them because they cannot go nowhere else. PNM don't care about their contributions. No, the PNM care to. Well, I mean, we balance here, man. We balance. We even though people that say like we partner Gordon Joseph, they say how we in balance. Anyway, Tommy, I was supposed to play this. Look what they're doing, eh? It's oh God, Patty good enough. Patty say, laugh out loud. I like making all you think.
Mm.
You know who you does make think now. All right. So folks, listen to this, eh? Listen to this. This is something again under the PNM government happening. Take a listen to this.
Scotiabank mum on new $50 US Visa debit card limit.
Tommy, a $50. Oh God, Tommy, why?
I have to buy snacks.
Eh?
To buy snacks.
Oh God. Hold on, eh? YouTube getting a commercial there. Let me take this off. Hold on.
Plus a guarantee. They'll make it right.
Let me start from the top. Hold on.
Scotiabank mum on new $50 Visa debit card limit. And image posted on social media indicating that Scotiabank Trinidad and Tobago Limited is expected to have the daily limit for its ScotiaCard Visa debit card adjusted to $50 has caused some concern to netizens. However, attempts by Sunday Express Business to seek clarity on the situation from Scotiabank T and T proved futile yesterday as queries went unanswered. The situation began on Friday at 5:31 p.m. when vocal businessman Inshan Ishmael posted an image of an email purportedly sent by Scotiabank. We are writing to advise that, effective September 23, 2024, your daily limit for overseas point-off sale, POS, transactions and ATM withdrawals on your ScotiaCard Visa debit will be reduced from $100 to $50. Additionally, the monthly foreign exchange limit on your debit card will be $1,200, it stated. We understand that this may be challenging and thank you for your continued understanding throughout these changes, it stated. Up to press time, the post had garnered more than 350 reactions and had been shared over 240 times, with the majority of users questioning the changes. Although the card in question is not a credit card but a debit card, it facilitates online shopping. The Scotia Card with Visa Debit is an enhanced version of the existing Scotia Card that allows you to access funds in your account to make purchases anywhere Visa is accepted. Now that you're a part of Visa's worldwide network, you'll enjoy greater security and access, according to Scotiabank's website. Even though you can use the card wherever Visa is accepted, the funds must be available in your designated primary account to cover the cost of your purchases. Unlike a credit card, it's not possible to defer your payments until later, the website stated. As such, you need to have sufficient funds in your deposit account to cover the cost of your purchases. According to the central bank, a total of $6.2 billion worth of foreign exchange was sold to the public by authorized dealers in 2023, marking a 4.9% decrease compared to the previous year. Of that amount, $2.18 billion was credit card transactions, the central bank has stated in its latest annual economic survey for 2023. Exactly 1 year ago, on September 21st, Republic Bank reduced its customers' US dollar credit card limit from $10,000 to $5,000. Scotiabank.
Tommy, what's next, man? What's next?
Heaven knows.
I mean, where you go? The limit was $1,200 for the month or something. I definitely say not $1,200 for the month. I mean, it just seems never ending, man. That's all it seems. You know. And did you hear about that one, Tommy?
No, I saw the You mean what, the limit to $50?
Yeah.
I saw it in the newspaper.
I want to play this one. We have been seeing that the PNM, this current government, this Prime Minister Rowley-led government, have been undermining almost most of the institutions in Trinidad and Tobago are no longer independent, right? And I want you all to listen to what
replace your windows.
What the political leader of the UNC had to say. I decided to play these things from YouTube because it's much easier. Because what happens is that when I play them from here, a lot of the it takes up a lot of the space. So I want you all to listen to this.
Kamla, PNM undermining institutions. Opposition leader Kamla Persad Bissessar says there is little to celebrate on Republic Day because the PNM is undermining all institutions. She promised to do all in her power to counter the PNM's efforts in this regard. In her Republic Day message to the nation, Persad Bissessar said, "During the past 9 years of the current administration, there has been an unending attack on independent institutions. Numerous attempts to subvert the Constitution and unprecedented government intrusion into the lives of average citizens have also occurred." She gave examples of what she meant, saying, from overbearing and overreaching financial legislation, health mandates, excessive spying and surveillance to interferences in the protective services, taxation authorities, service commissions, and EBC, Elections and Boundaries Commission. This government has taken the nation down a path of dictatorship. Persad Bissessar said Trinidad and Tobago is now a nation whose hallmarks are the erosion of our democratic institutions and tenets, an economic down spiral, an unprecedented deadly crime and violence wave, and a citizenry forced to exist in fear and terror at all levels. She said this was not the case under her administration from May 2010 to September 2015. Persad Bissessar said the UNC-led People's Partnership Coalition focused on implementing progressive, people-centered policies and programs, which manifested a clear plan for the country's development in all areas. These included ensuring the safety and security of our citizens, providing for a safer country, providing quality education for our children, improving the standard of healthcare provided to citizens, and focusing on expanding the economy and creating sustainable jobs. Repeating the UNC's view the general election is imminent, Persad Bissessar said, "I vow to all citizens that I will continue to protect and preserve their constitutional rights, freedoms, and privileges." Republic Day, she continued, serves as a keen reminder that we still have remarkable powers to determine our nation's future as a people. She urged citizens to use their voting power to ensure we protect our hard-won freedoms and demand an end to government abuse, intrusion, and overreach.
I don't know, Tommy, about you. You think, Tommy, that when this government is out of office, do you think there'll be any independent institutions left in Trinidad and Tobago?
It's a good question you're asking. All I hope is that whoever else takes over doesn't continue with the same agenda, or should I say program, because these programming seems to be easily transferred from one administration to another, even though they discontinue some meaningful and progressive programs. Some of these programming that are destructive are easily followed.
You know,
I don't get a picture.
I don't think, Tommy, that I just don't think we can go on this way. You know what I mean? I think the population is overburdened, overwhelmed. You know, I mean,
Well, they have to show. They have to show that they are. They have to show that they are, because talk is cheap, Actions speak louder than words.
So, Professor Selwyn Kojo had an opinion piece on. It seemed like if Prime Minister Rowley somehow trying to make Stuart Young the
Prime
heir to
Ministerial.
the throne of being the next political leader of the PNM. Right? Tommy, I know there are all possibilities, but you think PNM people will vote for Stuart Young to be the next political leader of the PNM?
I expect anything to happen. Anything could happen, especially when the way the people are being bullied. They could come. They may comply with Rowley's wishes.
Okay, let's take a listen.
Dupre and the demise of black business. An opinion.
That's not it. Sorry about that one. That was a different one that we did a while ago, and I ain't played, and it's just been sitting there. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I get this one here. All right, I know where I'm gonna go get it. Gotta get it. Okay, I think I have it here. Here it is. Here it is. Mover Defender, welcome.
Good
night, Mover Defender.
Yeah.
Worship.
Yeah.
Listen to me, right? I will listen to me carefully.
Yeah.
Some weeks ago, I went up on Google and I Google Ensemble board, right?
Yeah.
I see all your track records, all your accomplishments in life and thing, right?
Yeah.
What should you ask that question? That stupid question. If Peter will vote for Stuart Young. Well, shit. Dr. Rowley went up on a platform and say what he did to Patrick Manning. And his son is in the cabinet. So you're asking if they will vote for Peter, if they will vote for Stuart Young? Well, shit, you have more qualifications than that. Don't do that now. Lead that for the ones who don't talk normal nonsense now. Don't do that. Well, shit, you're a little more learned than that. The father of the nation said he'll put a crapo in a Balizé jersey and they will vote for it. Who's Stuart Young? Who is Stuart Young?
Mover Defender. Mover Defender. You telling me that most of the people that vote for the PNM, if he's recommended by Prime Minister Rowley, they'll just go vote for him? That's what you're telling me?
Wall Street. Can I repeat what you said? The Prime Minister Dr. Rowley went on a PNM platform and said the last man who put me out of parliament, he regretted it. And that man's son, blood son, not half son, not adopted son, not stepson, is in the same cabinet. Was it really? What all the Manning fans? Who did love Manning so bad? What them?
That's a good question, you know.
That's a great question.
Maybe they're waiting for the next internal election, man.
The next one? When you take 3 days, of voting to get 9,000 votes?
Yeah.
That next one you're talking about?
Yeah. Yeah.
What you do, man? Your accomplishment real long. You have a very long track record. You have a very good, very long let's call it resume.
Yeah.
You ask me them questions again. You're sounding like you're reading from the book of
Don't twishness.
What the book name?
Don't twishness.
Yeah. Later was shit.
Yeah, man. Oh God. Tommy, let me listen to this is an
I
opinion
suppose
by
so.
Selwyn Kojo. Take a listen.
There he was, resplendent amidst the splendor of the PNM Women's League as he asked their members to get ready for the 2025 election. Acting as the titular head of the party in the absence of the leader of our grief, and in the presence of his political mother, Camille Robinson Regis, he signified his desire to achieve his next career objective, the leader of the storied People's National Movement. Discounts and points as an Expedia member. You get a discount now, plus points for your next trip. In his elation, he didn't tell these women what to expect from a reincarnated party under his leadership. Nor, for that matter, did he tell them how he hopes to reverse the downward slide of the nation. A protege of his leader, crafted in his style and embodying his essence, Young was a parody of the man he was hoping to replace. The leader of our grief is the most misogynistic leader our country has ever seen. A few examples will suffice. Speaking about UNC's political leader in 2015, he quipped, "She could jump high, she could jump low. She could drink this, she could drink that. She could bark at my dog, I go ignore she cat." In March 2017, in Aruka/Maloney, he was asked why so much violence was being committed against women. He responded, "You call on the Prime Minister to do something about crime. I am not in your bedroom. I am not in your choice of men." I suspect he would do something only if he were in their bedroom. It is no wonder that violence against women has escalated since then. During the budget debate in October 2017, he compared a woman to a golf course, golf being one of his favorite sports. He said, "A golf course is like a woman. You have to groom her every day, otherwise it turns into a pasture." In one fell swoop, he had reduced a woman's essence to her private parts. One could hear echoes of Donald Trump in all of the leader's remarks. Although the leader's followers may excuse his misogyny, these utterances have no place in today's gender-conscious world. Such verbal violence against women only opens the door for further degradation of women. No progressive woman should accept such insults from a boorish leader, whether they like him or not. Femicide, the killing of a woman or girl, in particular by a man on account of her gender, is becoming more prevalent. The Economic Commission for Latin America and the Caribbean reported that in 2021, at least 4,473 women in the region were victims of femicide. In the Caribbean, 28 women were victims of lethal gender violence. Belize and Guyana had the highest rates in the Caribbean, while the highest absolute number of victims was recorded in Jamaica. ECLAC, Gender Affairs, November 24, 2022. In Guyana, 55% of women reported having experienced at least one form of violence, including intimate partner violence and non-partner sexual abuse. Young must demonstrate a determination to protect women. If, as he says, he recognizes the intelligence, strength, and power of women in society, express September 9th, then he has no recourse but to repudiate his leader's misogynistic statements, apologize for the harm they may have caused, and pledge to promote and protect women's rights. The primary function of PNM women cannot be winning another election for the boys. Young also needs to let us know where he wishes to take us in a world that is pushing towards new technological frontiers. Thus far, he has only repeated the words of his master. While he has been a faithful soldier and presumably a hard worker, these two attributes are not the primary attributes needed for the leadership of our society. We also have to ask how appropriate it is to elect someone to lead the state when he has so many personal conflicts of interest with the general well-being of those he wants to serve. Within 9 years, Young has had 101 recusals amounting to 36% of all cabinet recusals, TNT Guardian, September 15th. This is no small matter, given the wealth of Young's father and younger brother. In contrast, Eric Williams, George Chambers, and Patrick Manning, three of our most esteemed leaders, died as paupers. Their disapproval of Young's ill-timed coup can be heard beyond their graves. What evil spirit has taken over our party? Paolo Kernahan has argued, all leadership reacts to the stimuli the people provide, whether negative, positive, or reticent. Leaders are emboldened to act in the manner they choose on the strength of signals from the public. Newsday, March 15th, 2023. Young has asked PNM women to prepare for election warfare. Shouldn't they ask if he is qualified for the prize that he seeks? PNM members should speak now to defend their party's integrity or forever hold their peace.
There you go, Tommy.
Mm-hmm.
That is,
Young.
yeah, that was an opinion piece by Dr. Selwyn Kojo. You know,
Mm.
I mean, I don't know if once he's anointed by Prime Minister Rowley, you think that's it?
Yep.
That's all he need?
That's my feeling.
Tommy, boy, okay, all right. I'll go tell you. Tommy, so that what happened there, Tommy? Don't you think that is the reason why we could have people making certain statements?
Good morning.
We could have people making certain statements and get away with it.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
a fish doesn't rotten from
The tail.
right. So that's why we could have people making statements like these and getting away with it, right?
Good morning, Mr. Yates. I don't know now, all your sick and all your brains, yes? Go and let your wife make a little coconut bake for you now. And help she to clean the saltfish. I mean, all right. Good morning, Mr. Yates. I don't know now, all your sick and all your brains, yes? Go and let your wife make a little coconut bake for you now. And help she to clean the saltfish. I mean, all right.
So Tommy, when the leader talks about golf course and all these other things, and you have other people picking up from where he left off, what is to be expected?
Hmm.
A fish doesn't rotten
From
from
the tail.
tip. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Hear this. Hear this. Let me see something. Let me see this here. And let me play this. Tommy, I know you heard this before.
Go ahead.
Listen to this.
Vote for UNC. Me too. Vote for UNC. Anytime I know anybody say they're going to UNC, all you have to leave my place. But all you know what should be able to for you? What? Go and ask for them parents. If they are mind all your parents, I will take a back to. Anytime anybody vote here and you UNC, all you have to leave here. And the red gold base. And red gold base? Let me know anyone who vote for UNC. Oh, you know it. Oh, you know it. I must know. But you come and tell me, I'm not even no joke to follow. Anytime anyone vote for UNC, all you have to tell me is I don't care people go to our again. All you have to leave my pay.
Hmm.
Tommy.
Yep.
Oh boy.
You have to leave your man place. Anyhow, all you vote for UNC.
Yeah. You know,
My place.
when my kids was in this house, I should tell them, anyone all you vote
For
for the
Donald
Republicans, all you had to leave my house, eh? Anyone all you.
You tell them that?
Tell them that. No, you go tell them that. Eh? Patricia, we love you here, girl. Don't dig no horrors. Eventually, we go rub off on you, laugh out loud. I don't think so highly. KFC.
Yeah, good night, Mr. Washington, Uncle Tommy.
I hope you're giving your kids. I hope you're giving your kids the example already. You know, if they vote for PNM, that you have to leave your house.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
Remember, your used to be telling that to them. Forget you also got put my car to the baby PNM get that to them.
Is it PNM give you that apartment up in Chumakak, boy? Wrong with all you.
Yeah, I love vote PNM until you're dead.
Until you're dead, boy. Yeah.
You know what she said? Anytime they go out for you and see, but John be sure I tell you that cult. She trying to tell them vote you, she go put them out.
Can't vote you.
Well, let me see how you gonna know. She said I gonna know.
She gonna know. Like she going in
She
the
gonna
boot.
know,
She going in the boot. She was
gonna
yeah, somebody in the EBC go tell she would they vote for.
You forget what she leader right now.
Boy. It's sad, boy. Yeah.
But I feel start talking. If start talking the Prime Minister, the PNM watch you come you going back home?
I hear you.
I see start talking. If the Prime Minister, the PNM, you coming back home?
What you say?
Yeah.
Yes. What you say? What you say? But you know, maybe KFC, maybe Tommy. But Tommy, could it be possible, Tommy, that say in the next 10 years, Stuart Young is the political leader of the PNM? Could it be possible that black people might get better treatment under him than under Prime Minister Rowley? Could that be possible?
Very possible.
Well, it's true. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Yeah. Patricia's party says Mr. Tommy does think twice to agree with you. So anytime you agree with me, Tommy, you have to think twice. Yeah.
Because the biggest problem with people of African descent is self-hate, you know.
Tommy. Oh, all right. As you say that, let me find something here. You just jog my memory, Tommy. Let me see if I could find this here. And you are so correct, Tommy. Let me play this here. Let me find it.
I've lived long enough, you know, to know the difference.
All right, here it is. Here it is. Here it is.
PNM colleagues.
Look at here. You just made me think about this. I don't know if I ever played this here, you know. I think I may have. I want you to watch this one. Here it is. And the quote, watch the quote. The quote is what I want you to also pay attention.
First,
hold on.
PNM colleagues back Young as choice for acting PM. Cabinet members are seeking to dispel rumors suggesting they are disgruntled over Energy Minister Stuart Young's appointment as acting Prime Minister in Dr. Keith.
Tommy, can you read the quote there?
A race that's taught to hate itself and love the world will become its own oppressor, Dr. Claude Anderson.
Thank you very much.
Keith Rowley's absence. Young began serving as acting Prime Minister on September 1st, following Rowley's departure for the United States for routine medical tests, according to the Office of the Prime Minister, OPM. Former United National Congress Minister Jack Warner claimed last Wednesday that Finance Minister Coleman Burt and other senior PNM members were upset by the appointment. Burt had traditionally served as the acting Prime Minister during Rowley's absences over the past 9 years of his tenure as PM. Young's previous acting role was on July 28th, when Rowley attended the 47th regular meeting of the Conference of Heads of Government in Grenada, while Burt was reportedly on vacation. Neither Young nor Burt has publicly addressed these rumors. Young avoided reporters after the funeral service of veteran musician Roy Pappy Cape yesterday, leaving quickly with his security detail. However, his cabinet colleagues voiced strong support for Rowley's decision. Tourism Minister Randall Mitchell, a PNM member since 2008, emphasized the party's organization and lack of internal conflict. He affirmed that Rowley, as Prime Minister, has the authority to appoint an acting Prime Minister and praised Young for his performance. We have a Prime Minister, and his name is Dr. the Honorable Keith Rowley. The Prime Minister in his prerogative identified Minister Young to act in his stead during his absence, and that is the Prime Minister's prerogative. I think Stuart Young has done a good job, a great job, actually. He is inspirational, and his predecessor in acting, Minister Coleman Burt, has done the same. This is who we are as the PNM. There is no bacchanal. We are a very structured party, a very disciplined party, Mitchell said. Social Development Minister Donna Cox avoided commenting on whether Raleigh would run in upcoming elections or step down after his second term, as he previously suggested. She similarly dismissed claims of discontent within the party. The point about it is that the choice of anybody acting as a prime minister is up to the present prime minister, and as far as I'm concerned, I didn't know that there was a vacancy, so there's no reason to be upset about anything. I don't really answer to rumors. He, Dr. Raleigh, did mention at some point that he will be stepping down. He did not say when. So as far as I'm concerned, I don't know of any vacancy, Cox stated. Planning and Development Minister Penelope Beckles-Robinson, a PNM member for 34 years, dismissed Warner's comments as mischief and assured the public of the party's unity. You ought not to be surprised if Mr. Warner says that. And I am certainly not going to get into that mischief. The point about it is we are all aware that the Honorable Prime Minister, Dr. Keith Rowley, it is totally within his discretion to select someone to act as Prime Minister, and when he does that, we as members of the Cabinet support it, Beckles-Robinson said. The OPM announced yesterday that Dr. Rowley had returned to the country, but did not provide additional details about his health.
Tommy?
Yep.
You just make that comment and you make me go to that from your comment.
I hear you.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, we have all over the world we have a problem. But
say that again?
All over the world we have a problem, but there are some who are waking up.
Yeah.
When you really think about the kind of budget that is spent on alteration of self to look like somebody else.
Yeah.
In the African community. It's unbelievable.
Correct is right. Caller, welcome. Caller.
Thank you. Thank you, Wall Street.
Mm-hmm.
Well, is it Nova Defender?
Yes.
I don't know. One of your callers told you. You really had to go and sit down in the back of the class, you know. One of your callers called, I don't know if it's Nova, and told you, give you a history lesson about the psyche of the PNM and how they think. He said, stop asking foolish questions and then you're trying to involve Tommy, a thinker. You know, you're trying to involve Tommy in all these questions. Wall Street, why people have to tell you over? Look, put on a Cinderella movie now. Some kind of Disney movie or some kind of thing. I don't know why you asking these questions with the thing. Nova told you, he told you in depth what, when, why, and how. Leave the people alone yourself. I think you have a banker, you know. I feel you have a red bank and you just must see, I don't know. Something telling me you have a banker for a red juice. I don't know why.
That's a wrong truck.
It's Atlanta, boy. You're going in hard, Miss Atlanta. You ain't getting
No, but I mean, Tommy, I like how that guy spoke. He said, even me would say, well, yes, you know, he understand. And then he told you, stop acting. You're going back again. You're playing all kind. You could advertise for PNM, you know. You better get some kind of money, get some kind of cash before this election done, and you see, kind of weed them out something, you know. Take what I'm telling you, working for them, you know. You continue Wall Street. Leave the people. You remember, a PNMite is like a UNC person who loves their leader. They love their people. And they love their Rowley. You understand?
Miss Atlanta.
And whoever put in there, whoever you put there, they will love him also or her.
Miss Atlanta, I don't want to have nothing to do with this PNM regime. Nothing.
Oh, please. And it's a plain.
No, but I just wanted to show you.
Put on Cinderella. Okay? If you don't like Rowley, put on a movie for us to see, please.
Okay, I will do that.
Because and another thing, Wall Street. Why people keep on saying about what? Rowley. In the PNM constitution, in party's constitution, and not government, party's constitution, the only time somebody could become the leader, they have to be voted in their election. Yeah. They have to have an election, even if he stepped down, if he died or whatever, you have to have an election. and they choose who they, and they know they go up. Rowley could back him if something happened or something, but it has to have an election because that is in their constitution. That's what I know from the year one. Right? Their constitution, they have just like in UNC, you have an election for Kamala to be there. If they're not there, they have to have an internal election to pick whoever they want. And the person will win whoever people like. Right? So in any case, whatever he likes means nothing. But even if it did, the people like it so. I just get energized when you start to talk about PNM. I just remember to have something called PNM. I know. No, I just remember what I'm telling you. I still don't hear good, listen to people with sense. The Jean, the UNC girl, I can't remember her name, was it Khadijah?
Khadijah, I mean.
Right?
Yeah.
You hear when they ask questions, whether you understand her, you believe her or what. She didn't carry around the Burberry, but she told you what it is. Instead of like that when they called and they went on and went. You asked her questions and she answered. Even if you didn't like it or it wasn't right, she answered and that was
very good. She was very, very good.
Very good, and that is how, and that is what I was waiting to hear, even when I was talking to the guy for the Republic. You had to say, I don't know. You had to say, I think. You had to say, I don't know. Yes, could be anything to do with PNM, or I don't know. And that is the thing. People don't know their rights. Right? And you should be educating us, I tell you tonight, because we are a republic and we're supposed to know our rights. And that's at the end. Nobody will be piling up there, paying property tax, grumbling and scoring and all kind of things, but we don't know. So you have to leave it so. But anyway, don't forget to put on my Cinderella movie. Don't put on another PNM thing there for me. Have a good night.
All right. Oh God, boy. Tommy boy. It's licks.
Yeah, take it like a man.
Licks in my patent place. Licks all over my face, boy.
Take it like Laura Leeson husband.
Yeah. I taking my licks and going to sit down in the corner like Little Jack corner. Wall Street. Kamala gave you the book Cambridge Analytica. I don't even know what you're talking about now. Albert, good night. He said it's based on the questions from the host because he didn't have a choice back in our corner. So, folks, as we come into the close, put your closing comments in the chat. Bernadette, welcome. Bernadette says, Rowley is the worst PNM ever in the history of TNT. I agree with that. Yeah, KFC.
Yeah. Good night, Mr. Washit, Ms. Beckers. How long should I remember the PNM? 34 years?
Nah, boy, about 40 years, boy. Long time.
No, they said in the video you played.
What was it?
They said 34.
34?
Mm-hmm.
She was there longer than that.
But should I remember the PNM before Stuart Young?
Stuart Young was only 10 years now, I think. Over 10 years, 10 to 15 years. He's a rookie.
Stuart Young now, he now come in the party. He's a rookie.
Yeah.
He's a rookie. So I'm to them old seasoned politicians and them looking like Rowley.
Nah.
See, when you let them act, when you in Colombo, that kind of shorty act. And them saying that no problem. Roll like really about Zombie and them, that's afraid of that guy, but
yep.
But that one shit.
Yeah, man.
Being seen of love and of blackness, like you really hate black people, man. You ain't giving black people a chance, man. Mr. Watch it about last night and Uncle Toby all bless.
Yeah, man, bless.
You too.
Yeah. Bernadette says we need everyone to come out and vote 2025 election. Vote out this wicked line, thieving Obi a man Rowley government. We are fed up, enough is enough. We want to live better and safer place to live. I agree with you. I want to see betterment for Trinidad, man. I want to see when you wake up in the morning, Tommy boy, you're not to be watching your back, boy. You could go out and lime again. You could hang out. The place like a ghost town. People saying 6 o'clock in the evening, the place getting like a ghost town, boy. And the people really have to have to stand up, man. You know, but it's getting difficult to me to, and as the explainer said, boy, we just can't go on this way. Yeah, we just can't go on this way. You know, but and the responsibility is the UNC to make sure that the policies that they're going to put in place, Tommy, is policies that's going to benefit the country and not just benefit a certain sector of the population while the others suffer, like how we have in it now for the last 9 years.
True.
You see? And in my estimation, if they put the right policies in place, it can make a big difference in this upcoming election. And not just the right policies, but in addition to the policies, there are the right people, right, who are going to be ministers. So they are going to look after the people and not look after themselves. You know, so I guess I should play this one again, Tommy. Hold on.
I gotta vote for UNC. Me too. Evaluate? Vote for UNC. Anytime I know anybody say they're going to UNC or they have to leave my place. But you know what shit can they do for you? What? Go and ask for them parents. It's parents buying you all your parents and when they get back home. Anytime anybody vote here and look UNC or you have to leave here. I see red vote face. I red vote face? Yes, let's see where you want to vote for UNC. I tell them to know. Or you have to leave here and talk with them piano. How you know it? How you know it? I must know. But you don't come and tell me. I'm not even no joke to follow. Anytime anyone want to vote for UNC, or you have to leave here. I don't care people go down with it. Or you have to leave my place.
Tommy boy, but I know joke, you know, Tommy.
I know.
I know joking matter, you know. Your parents will put you out of a house because you ain't vote for the party that they want you to vote for. Look, I don't know, eh? I just don't know. Remember when Heinz said this?
It is no secret that the PNM is the Black Party, the African Party.
Well, I'm not sure about that.
Has the PNM as a political party been fair to African people?
We have just implemented a special education program called LMSIP, Laventil MOVA Special Education Program.
That making any sense? Don't think that making any sense.
Oh God. Tommy, sometimes you can't laugh. You know?
First, he came for Patrick Manning, and I did not speak out, because I was unhappy with Manning. Then he came for Calder Hart, and I did not speak out, because he was appointed by Patrick Manning. Then he got rid of the Balize tie, and I did not speak out, because I didn't wear a tie. Then he came for the party groups, and I did not speak out, because I was in the cabinet. Then he came for you, and there was no one left to speak for you.
In 2002, Cabinet had taken a decision that they were going to regularize the piece of land at Mokorapo for the Jamaat al-Muslimin. That is in September 2002. And the 14th of September 2002, Mr. Manning had to rescind the decision. And because there was a... That happened? That happened. And because there was
You're sure you're not lying at all?
No, that happened. I'm not lying. You see the data calling? You could go and check it. The 14th of September 2002. We were about to go into election in October.
They was going to legalize the land for the Jamaat
al-Muslimin.
Let's hear it.
And there was a palace coup led by Dr. Rowley. that went up to Mr. Manning's residence. And let me tell you who the persons were. Kate Rowley was leading the team. Ken Valley, deceased Ken Valley, Camille Robinson Regis, Colum Imbert, and Camille Robinson Regis. And they threatened to bring down the government if Mr. Manning did not rescind his decision. They threatened the man.
He's alive.
And he had to call a press conference the very said night.
Do you remember when he gave the press conference?
The press conference, and if you look into the press conference, the pictures from the press conference, you will see those 5 standing up behind him. Those were the people that went up to that man's house and are actually holding to ransom to rescind the decisions not to give the Jamaat al-Muslimi the land. And that land has been a contentious issue since 1969.
History, facts is a stubborn thing, you know. History, boy, history. Folks, we're going to go for a quick station identification. We'll be right back. Don't forget, put your closing comments in the chat. Put your closing comments in the chat. We're going to go for a quick break and we'll be right back. Bye.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
We are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walsheet, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Tommy, when people show you who they are, you have to believe it.
True.
When people show you who they are, you have to believe it. Yeah? So let me give my closing quote. Oh, I get this quote from Dario. A bottle of water can cost 50 cents in a supermarket, $2 in a gym, $3 at the movies, and $6 on an airplane. The only thing that changes is its value. The only thing that changes its value is the location. So the next time you feel like you're worth nothing, remember, you might just be in the wrong place. I want to repeat that. A bottle of water can cost 50 cents in a supermarket, $2 in a gym, $3 at the movies, and $6 on an airplane. The only thing that changes its value is the location. So the next time you feel like you're worth nothing, remember, you might just be in the wrong place. From where I sit, this is it. The clock on the wall said that's all I like to say, but I've got to go. Remember, hard work beats talent when talent does not work hard. And for every 60 seconds of anger, you lose 1 minute of happiness. Remember, your circumstances may determine who you are, but you are responsible for who you become. Go ahead, Tommy.
Tonight's quote is from Audrey Hepburn, and this is celebrating the women as I choose to do tonight. The beauty of a woman with passing years only grows. Let me repeat it. The beauty of a woman with passing years only grows. Like I always say, you, the man in the mirror, you must become that change you want to see. However, if you look in that mirror and don't like what you see, you cannot blame the mirror. Never look down on a person unless you're giving them a hand up. Never look down on a person unless you're giving them a hand up. Like I always say, each and every day, be safe out there. We'll see you on Thursday. God willing, love you all. Good night.
Thank you very much, Tommy.
You're welcome.
Let me go to the... Okay, hold on. Okay, here we go. First quote from Miss Atlanta. Ask God, why did those who I thought were my friends turn their backs on me. God replied, they did not turn, I turned you. There we go. Second one, where ignorance is bliss, this folly to be wise. That's from Miss Atlanta. I'm going to the chat. Okay, let me see if there's any voice notes. There's no voice notes there. Okay. All right. Nadira says, Wall Street and Tommy, continue to keep up the good job. God bless. Have a blessed night. 1969, Dr. was Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, inherited difficulties with the father of nations, 69, before the Black Power uprising. Okay. Nadira say, have a blessed night. Mover Defender, good night. Heidi, closing comments. To wisdom, be attentive. To knowledge, incline your ear. Discretion may watch over you, and understanding may guard you. Let you give your honor to others, and your years to a merciless one. Mr. Intellectual said, the growth of an individual depends on the environment and the availability of all the necessities of life, either wise you or deficiency in growth. Blessed night, everyone. Okay. Mover Defender says, they rather suffer under the PNM than vote for the UNC. Okay. Stephen Davidine says, good evening, Washington and Tommy. Do you think we're going to have a new government with no international observers allowed? All right. That's that question. Okay, let me go back. A closing comment. You must get qualified people to speak on subject you do not know. Wall Street. On social media networking site LinkedIn, Jing Page knows that he's a lecturer in English at UE St. Augustine. His work experience includes his past 10 years at Roxburgh Composite and Signal Hill Senior Comprehensive in Tobago as an assistant teacher 3 and assistant teacher 2 secondary. He's also listed as being fluent in English, Creole, French, and Spanish. UE website list. James. Whatever that is. Okay. Okay. And if I ask a question, do you think the population are right to know what is the health status of the PM? Yeah, I think so. All right, folks, we are out of here.
There's one thing I wanted to read before you go.
Go ahead.
If you don't leave your past in the past, it will destroy your future.
That's a good one. Yep. Thank you, Tommy. We out of here. Later.
All man strive to be happy. Relentless search for luxury. In search of peace and happiness, the human mind wouldn't rest. A constant nag within we soul, demanding respect from the world. We get the urge in different form, but luxury is the norm. Money is very essential, but can't buy peace of mind at all. We still like dogs without a bone if we have the money alone. Because appreciation plays on the human mind. Everyone needs some for happiness all the time. Because importance, if we are drive to live, everyone's on the hunt, every man on The feeling has no barrier. Race and class doesn't matter. Once you are alive, you in the game. You do anything to get a good name. Some wealthy men turn to suicide. Can't find food to feed their pride. The AIDS and cripple in the ring, fight to feel like a king. Children become delinquent for lack of love from their parents. That's why appreciation is most important to man. Appreciation plays on the human mind. Everyone needs some for happiness all the time. Because important, if we are trying to live, everyone's on the hunt. Every man ought to give generously.